Good morning, and welcome back to the Wicked Thrifter Resale channel. I've mentioned in previous videos that I've been starting to get more and more of my items from estate sales and online auctions. There's still great stuff you can find at Goodwill. The prices have climbed, unfortunately. That's just demand, and also there's an increase in resellers, and it's just what it is. It's not anyone's fault, but it's just how it is. Everything's going up in price, so obviously those prices will go up too. Prices at estate sales and online auctions generally are a little higher than Goodwill, but sometimes you can find amazing deals at these estate sales, especially if you don't go the first day. They have discount days. Sometimes the second or third day they have a percentage off of items, and there's a lot of people in the reselling community that only go to estate sales on the last day or a discount day. You still have plenty of opportunity, even if you don't get there right when they open, to find some amazing things. There's websites like estatesales.net. Craigslist will list stuff. Facebook Marketplace will list estate sales. If you go to their marketplace and type in estate sales, people will put ads out there. And there's other places that you can look for those. I wanted to kind of give you a glimpse of what I found one weekend's worth. So Friday and Saturday's trips to a couple of estate sales. What I do is I plan my route. Like on estatesales.net, you can actually favorite certain sales, and then you can create a route on Google Maps, which is amazing because then you can kind of plan which direction you want to go. And then that also gives you map work, like if you're going to fit it in with like trips to some thrift stores in the area. So it's been a wonderful tool of mine that I've been using, and it's amazing. Speeds up my travel time, condenses it down, and there's not a lot of back and forth between places. But I just want to kind of give you a glimpse at what I can find at estate sales and, an average. Now, this doesn't always mean that you find things. So when you go to estate sales, if some of them on estatesales.net, they'll put post pictures of the items that they're listing for sale. They usually don't tell you prices ahead of time. So you'll see what they have to offer, but you won't know what they're charging for them, unfortunately, but it still gives you an idea if it's worth going to or not. But anyway, so this is kind of just a little brief overview of some stuff that I got this past Friday and Saturday at some estate sales, and they were not too bad. I don't usually pick up linens very often, but these are by Vectorsbach. I used to say Watchersbach, but whatever. They still have the original tag. They're embroidered with the Christmas tree, and they still have the price tag on them. Now, I did pay $2 a piece for these, but these are new. They had a stack of them. They had some that were used, and I chose to leave those behind, and I just grabbed the ones that hadn't been used and still had the tags on them. These sell for decent money. I'm going to sell them as a lot, and I'm hoping to get about $60 for these, $50 to $60 for them. They have like metal plaques. I love picking these up. I don't know. They're just great decor pieces. I paid a little higher for this. I paid, I think, $15 for it, but I'm also hoping to get about $50 plus shipping. So all of it will be plus shipping on these items. Now this I only paid like $3 for, but it had the maker information on it along with a little brochure on the inside, or tag on the inside to giving you information on it. And I do well with these little pots. I mean, it won't bring in a ton of profit, but $3 into like 24 is not a bad thing. I also generally pick these up if they're a decent price, $10 and less. They can sell for about $30 to $40. This one I'm not sure. I just grabbed it on a whim because it is the metal base, and then it's purple. Purple is a good color. People like that. Here is some more Vectorsbach creamer and sugar set. I grabbed that. They wanted $3 a piece for it, which, I wish they would have sold it as a set. They had additional pieces, but I chose to leave those behind. I just grabbed these pieces. The serving pieces or sets like this, or like a butter dish, tend to do fairly well. So, and I haven't seen this pattern. I'm hoping that I'll sell it for like $30 to $40. It might even go a little higher than that. I found this really cute little Murano leaf little dish. I don't know, they wanted $5 for it. I chose to pick it up just because it's super cool. It's got the latticino, I believe that's how you say that, work on the glass, and it's really nicely done. So I grabbed that. They only wanted $3 for this. I don't pick these up very much anymore, but $3 isn't a bad price, and it is signed on the bottom. If you can find ones that are signed, you can attribute it to a certain artist, and they generally sell for more than ones that you find that are not signed. So I grabbed this. I probably only get about, I want to be optimistic and say about 18 to 24, but probably more realistic, like $14 to $18 for that. These are kind of all over the map. These are reproduced all the time. This is kind of an Amberina turkey candy dish. And it has the maker's mark on the bottom, and it's Imperial glass. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of other, actually it's not Imperial, but there's a mark down there. I'll have to do a little more research. My eyesight is failing me right now, and figure out which maker mark that is, but I think it looked like an S, so maybe it's Ellie Smith, but I'm not sure. But anyway, they only wanted $10 for that, and I know I can at least get $39, if not more, for that plus shipping. I couldn't pass these little guys up. They're glass, little pumpkin jack-o'-lanterns, you know, and there's a set of 3. I probably can get about $12 for those, but I might keep them just for some home decor for Halloween. I like them a little bit too much. Here is an art glass bowl, and I couldn't see a signature on there at all. And I mean, it's not going to go for much. They only wanted $3, but that's a cute little Valentine's Day piece that you can put out for decoration. Oh, look, never mind. There is the maker right there. Wonderful. So Mats Johansson. I didn't know that he did that. I knew he did those little like etched or molded glass things, but hey, that's cool. Learn something new every day. I also picked up this hand-carved, handmade Alaskan totem pole. I love picking these guys up. It has the actual tag still on there as well, and it is signed by the artist. And you can see, look at that price. That is what they originally wanted for this guy. So that's going to be a good return at $8. I'm going to be able to get my money well back for a majority of the stuff on just a couple of pieces here. I love picking up anything Native American. I love it. I love it. Mid-century pieces. These two aren't an exact match, but I'll probably still sell them as a set. Just disclose that they're a little bit different. Definitely probably 2 different molds or different makers, but I paid $18 for the pair. I expect that I can get $50 to $60 for them at least, if not more. I love picking up art pottery, and these were super pretty. They actually had a ton of mugs at this sale. I was a little shocked because they were asking like $6 a piece for all the other ones, but because they couldn't find a signature on this, I think is why they priced them only at $1 a piece. But this is really nicely done. You can see the flying birds on there. I think they're like seagulls and like a forest scene. These are handmade, and I have similar ones in my store, so I'll be able to research and figure out who the maker is on these. I just can't pull it out of my head right now to give you the answer on that, but I have sold very similar mugs in the past, and I was able to figure out who made those. And the last item I grabbed, I generally don't pick up pictures anymore, but this has a quality to it, and it's signed on the bottom, so I have a feeling this is a good find. I'm not sure. You have to stay tuned. Maybe I'll tell you. But I paid $8 for this, and it is really, really beautiful. So I have no doubt that I'll get about $40 minimum for that guy. But this is kind of just a snapshot. You know, if you're afraid, like when I first started out, I did not like going to estate sales. The competition was kind of fierce. People can be, especially on the first day, a little cutthroat, like, you know, get out of my way or whatever, or taking things from your pile. So, you know, I tend to go a little bit later in the day unless there's some stuff I absolutely have to get. And then in those days, you got to get up early and wait in line. In this area, people tend to be pretty regular, the early birds. tend to be the same people you see at sales over and over and over again. So they have strategies and ways that they handle things. But the more you go, the more comfortable you get, and you build relationships with certain estate sale companies. They get to know you and trust you, and sometimes they'll be willing to do more deals with you the more you buy from them. But just keep that in mind. But I just wanted to give you a kind of glimpse at things that I pick up that you won't see in my thrift videos, because I'm not going to ever film, I hate to break it to you, at an estate sale, just because of the nature of the sale. You don't know. Like, I went to one this weekend, and it was the family, and it was run by the family, and they were still in the grieving process. And I don't like, putting that in their face. Not that there's anything wrong with people that are able to go, but I never know how to approach it. So I just choose not to. And, I can show you the stuff that I get afterwards. I don't have any problem with that. I just choose not to show their homes, or the people there, just in case. So, but anyway, here is just a glimpse of the things that I like to grab. And if you have any questions, just drop them down below. Otherwise, I really appreciate your time. Thank you for stopping by and checking out this video. And this is probably just a little extra one. And I'll try to show some other videos too that might help you or give you some information. But anyway, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.